So looking at it from this end, if you could follow this, you can see there's a sewn piece right here. Those are the two end pieces. So you have one large piece that goes over, and then the end pieces right here on both ends. So there's really essentially three pieces. You sew it together first, the best you can, then you build the frame, and then you throw this over the frame. Or you build the frame underneath the net and you build up. Sometimes it can take two people, but I think if you're pretty clever, you could do it with one person. Okay, so you can see it's sewn. And one tip here is, because it's the inexpensive brand, it's in diagonals. You see the diagonals? That allows you to stretch it and get more out of it, I guess. Or if your measurements are off or something, it allows a little bit more flexibility. See, this will stretch this way, but if you had it horizontal, it won't stretch. I don't know if that makes sense, but if the holes are diamond shaped like that, then you have a little bit more flexibility. But that comes only with the cheaper line. And so this is a lightweight thing. There you'll get damage, and I just fixed them with tie wraps real quick. So the balls don't come out, but the holes will appear in places where you get a lot of hits. But I didn't experience that too much. So the other thing to know is that each one of these rails, you could see there's 3 on this end, then 2 up there, that's 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them. They're roughly about $10 a piece at a hardware store, and they're just standard top rails. Now the next thing to know is how are they put together, are these joints. And you don't need any tools, but you assemble them just as you see. And then the other thing to know is that this is like a 4-way, but on the corner you're gonna have a 3-way. They call it a 3-way. And you can see obviously there's 2 there and then 2 at the other end. Okay? And so you'll need 4 of the 3-ways, and then you'll need the 4 of the 4-ways right here for a 30-footer, 30 plus feet. And so that's what we have here. The other thing is, the other good news is you don't have to anchor it or anything. That's all I do. Where I live, there's a lot of high winds, during the year, high winds, and this thing has never had any problem. I did have to anchor it just as a precaution, and so I anchored it here. You can see I anchored it over here, right here. So that might be necessary. So that's it. I'll have more information after this, like the websites where you can pick this stuff up. Additional things, you can get an L screen like this one. You can see this L screen has a heavy duty, cage screen. So you could buy that quality for the full cage if you have a bigger budget. The other thing would be, I got these at Amazon. These are lights that really shine bright for when you want to play. You want to play at night. So I got this rigged up. Don't have a switch installed yet, but I will. And then just plug that in. And you can see the lights, and it lights up the whole backyard. So with this hitting cage, you could a lot more practice. If you wanted to work on something for 5 minutes, you can come out here. You know, you could have hitting tee. You can get a good one for probably less than $100, maybe about $70. And so the jugs ones is really good. If you notice the options of where to put the tee, you can work on your inside and outside pitches. This is for softball and baseball, and comes in really handy. This is really convenient, and so it'll really help your player if you could get something like this put in. You can see that I don't have a really big backyard, but it's more than enough for this, and this has served our purpose for one baseball player, and now I have a softball player using it through her high school career. So anyway, this is a low-cost batting cage for your backyard, and I got more information for you at the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and best of luck, and I hope that your player goes as far as they want. Bye-bye.
So long.